Recognize the place? Tallinn, capital of Estonia. 1/3 of Estonians live in the city, and guess what? Tallinn is going to be the next European green capital. Does not sound exciting? Not convinced yet? Let's see.
Here you can see Tallinn, on the coast of the Baltic Sea. Being located at 59 degrees north, its climate is quite cold. However, in the summer, temperatures sometimes reach more than 30 degrees Celsius in the city, which is noticeably higher than in the surrounding area. But why?
This is a very good question. Cities heat up during the day because the incoming radiation is kept in buildings, in streets and in infrastructure. In cities, the soil is covered by concrete and this leads to less evapotranspiration, which means water evaporation from the soil and transpiration from the vegetation. Both of the effects, they cool the air because water needs thermal energy to change from a liquid to a gasiform condition. That's why air temperatures in city centers or built-up areas are higher than those in their surroundings. This is called the urban heat island effect. During heat waves, the additional temperature increase is leading to a higher morbidity and mortality in cities than in rural areas, especially among the elderly population.
And there we are. Tallinn is relatively green for a city. There are 115 square meters of green space per citizen, meaning that if all green spaces were grass in its courts, each citizen would have the space to play a single match at the same time. Even though the green spaces should have a cooling impact on the city climate, the urban heat island effect in Tallinn is still remarkably strong. Thus, how strong is the effect of green infrastructures in Tallinn?
To investigate the effect of green infrastructure in Tallinn, we need to compare grey areas and green areas in urban spaces. To actually do this, we need sensor units measuring several climate variables. In my hands is one of those sensor units. We install 18 of those in Tallinn, and with those measurements we are among the first in the Baltic Sea region to actually do this kind of city climatological measurements.
To study urban green infrastructures in Tallinn, we chose the Pointer Highway, a 13-kilometer long green corridor that runs along a former railway embankment. The name Pointer Highway refers to an already existing corridor used by pointers such as bumblebees, honeybees and butterflies to move from one green area to another. So we prepared 18 sensors and installed them around urban grey areas as well as along the Pointer Highway. We analyzed the measured data and finally determined how strong is the effect of the Pointer Highway on temperature. We could observe a maximum difference of 4 degrees Celsius between all the sensors around urban grey areas and all the sensors along the Pointer Highway. And only from the short period of the first month of measurements, namely from mid-May to mid-June 2022. And we expect this temperature difference to be even higher during heat waves. As we are still measuring, stay tuned.
We need to use the Pointer Highway as a model for the development of green infrastructure. Besides its climate benefits, the guiding principle of the Pointer Highway is to create habitat for essential pollinators and preserve biodiversity. It also provides leisurely activities as well as environmentally friendly forms of urban mobility. Moreover, it respects social equity as it passes through several socio-economic districts of Tallinn. Let's finally answer the question, is Tallinn green enough? Definitely not. But there is good and inspiring green infrastructure which is developing, such as the Pointer Highway. So let's take care of it and use it as a starting point to make Tallinn a truly smart European green capital.